What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Klamtucky Bourbon Boys. I'm Mike,
And this is Dave.
and we're doing something a little different today, aren't we? To start with,
To start with, I got some explaining to do, I guess. So,
you got a wild hair.
yeah. Well, so last episode I talked about we were talking about our hunts and our bottle picks and what we wanted. So, I brought in my sample this week of said hunted bottle, but there's some backup. So, I've been to Mexico multiple times, and I'm a tequila guy, I guess. When I'm down there, I do partake, but I have chased down this bottle of tequila, and so it's an extra anejo, which is a 10-year in a barrel. But I have chased this one down. To me, it's the best extra anejo I found.
I can't argue that. It's phenomenal.
I mean, if you guys know about Mexico, if you go down there, and I don't know the name of the places, but all the little mm, souvenir shops have a tequila in the back, and so you may spend 20 minutes picking out a shirt or the wife, and then during those 20 minutes, I'm on the back wall. So I've definitely done my homework, I guess, and it's just good.
So this is the
This is Cava de Oro Extra Añejo. It is from Jalisco, Mexico. 38 proof. It's pretty standard for tequila. 38%, 76
proof.
proof. Which I don't even think tequila puts proof on the bottle, but yeah. And the oak, it if you're a bourbon lover, it directly takes you there. It's something that
Yeah, the nose is
spending the time.
very bourbon-like on the nose.
And you definitely get that. You know you're drinking tequila. It's just so oaky. Caramel, oak.
If Werther's made tequila, this would be it because it's sweet and man, it just flows right down. It's so good.
Yeah, it is sweet. It does have the tequila standard sweetness, I guess. But yeah, you got it. The Oilers. Yeah.
And there's something unique on that finish. I can't really put my finger on what it is I'm picking up there, but there's a unique kind of spicy, not a hot spicy, but kind of a spice I can't really put my finger on there at the end. That's really good.
I really think it's that spice you get from sitting in a wood barrel.
Yeah, yeah, just a different take on it because it's tequila and not bourbon.
Correct.
Gotcha.
But
Whatever.
The profile carries out in bourbon or whiskey as well. It's just this is tequila. it kind of hurts your head a little bit.
I'm surprised this bottle's lasted as long as it has because it's very good.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had a wedding last time we went to Mexico, and I was not able to get off the resort. But you can ship it in. I don't know. It's almost cheaper to get it down there if you can get down there. I mean,
If I'm not mistaken, I think Bevmo and probably the wine place. I think they had it also, so it's available. It's out there.
Total more.
I want to say
Total Wine. Sorry.
Total Wine. That's it. I think it's about $80 a bottle, if I remember right.
Yeah, if you can find it. I have seen, so I'll give you that. I have seen the Añejo at Bevmo. I have not seen the extra in a shelf. They've had the sticker for me.
Gotcha. Well, it's about 80 degrees today. It's a nice afternoon, and this is a nice way to kick off an episode of Bourbon Boys.
Wow, we need something with ice, almost, but this will work.
Yep.
All right, so last week we were talking about the hunted bottles, and I was able to find the Stranahans. I just thought it, and it
And there it was.
yeah, It poofed.
Oofed.
So yes, so we went down extra Yeho lane, and to me that bottle, it's kind of like the opposite. If you had the yin and the yang, this would be the yang of that yin.
Right. So I'm following you. So the tequila is the yin, and the Stranahans is the yang to that yin, as it's an extra añejo aged whiskey.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, we've both had it, but
Yeah.
the bottle
I'm
is
sharp as a beach ball. I need to mix.
Well, the bottle's open. I'm just saying. So, yeah, the Stranahans, in my opinion, is a good take or good. They just did a really good job on whatever they did because, and you can go ahead and grab it. It's just delicious. So
It comes with a shot glass.
it is a
Sir?
single malt whiskey, but they did age it in the same, not this Cava de Oro, but they did age it in an extra añejo barrel. Or finished it? It's probably finished.
Finished. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this one's definitely got more. I mean, you pick up the bourbon or the whiskey for sure, but there's something back there, and that would be the
The Stranahans, I didn't even look. We have had this, but okay, so it's a malt whiskey. It's not a bourbon.
yeah.
Gotcha.
And yeah, my bad. So it is a malt whiskey, 2023, I guess, when they put it in the glass bottle. But yeah, single malt whiskey. Of course, Stranahans is out of Denver, Colorado. Let's see, it's 90 proof, so 45%. I mean, it's a standard whiskey. This is batch 2, bottle 15557. And this is my first Stranahans. I will go out and find these guys in a normal release, I guess. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's I'm trying to. It's got all the standard, if you will, whiskey notes. The caramel and maybe a little molasses on there.
Definitely sweet molasses. I pick a little tobacco.
Yeah.
Very little. And it could be the sweetness of the barrel. It's a good bottle.
I'm getting like a white cake off of that.
Wow. All right.
It's like a wedding cake, you know. This guy.
No, you don't. I will straight up give you that because you don't notice it until somebody comes. Hey, did you taste that thing?
Yeah, it tastes like.
Oh, yeah. Now you can't get rid of it. But yes, white cake.
And man, just so smooth.
When see, I almost get like two drops of the profile. Like it lets you off, and then right at you think it's stopped. It just goes some more. I mean,
I'm getting coconut. I get coconut on that finish.
You are on point today.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. But yeah, no, I'm definitely picking up some coconut in there.
May had sunflower seeds ruin my palate today, but
it's a great whiskey.
yeah. So this is I'm glad I picked this one up. And see, we have another one. I don't know if we've told you. It's a coder.
Yeah.
And I think we haven't talked about this one before, and I don't even think you guys can pick that up, but maybe.
See what I can.
You want that one?
Pick
Oh,
up that
yeah.
oily, like residue that it just clings to the glass, and I really like that. It just the more oils and that are in it, the more it's going to stay on your palate. The more of the true flavor it's going to carry over. So,
And see, we might be the only ones giving them that because I haven't seen another whiskey YouTuber that. Oh, look at the glass. We talk
Right.
about the coder all the time, but
yeah, that's one of the first things. You know, we'll give it a nose first when we're trying something new, and then either right before or right after that is we're rolling it in the glass and seeing how much of the oils it retains that are going to carry that flavor over. And honestly, that bottle doesn't disappoint. It's what, about an $80 bottle or so, if you don't mind me bringing that up.
Oh, you bougie again. Yeah, no, I forget. Yeah, I got it here in Oregon. I did. I do believe it was just over 82.95 or something like that. But very well worth it, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah, it's a good pour.
And you really, I get the tequila sweetness to that
Hmm.
as well, which is
I kind of questioned Dave bringing not that I mind drinking his tequila because that stuff's fantastic, but I was like, yeah, kind of doing these bourbon tasters, but it's a good idea because that extra añejo and the Casa del Oro really carries over. You can tie the flavors, the backgrounds together. Um, Having the tequila first and then doing the whiskey afterwards. It's aged in the same kind of barrel, so good tie-in.
well. And so two things. One, you're welcome, I guess. But no, yeah, I wanted to tie the whole thing together for the people out there. But I think most of us, we drink some other stuff every now and then. I could not drink bourbon whiskey 24/7. Sometimes I got to venture out, have a little tequila.
Yeah.
We've already talked about the gin and tonic. It's definitely getting seasoned out there for it. But there's
I,
other stuff out there.
so how about you folks out there? What is your Dave and I are kind of seasonal, I think. Gin's not a wintertime drink for me. I like my gin uh, in the summertime when it's nice and hot out. Nice gin and tonic. It's hard to beat. It's just a refreshing drink. I know that gin is kind of an acquired taste. Not everybody's a fan of it, but sorry, we are. So we'll probably, even though it's bourbon boys, we're going to be, we had the tequila. We're probably going to be trying some gin. Um,
We're easing you guys in to stuff.
I don't know how many people out there are aware of a program or a YouTube channel called the Try Channel. I was watching that last night. They were doing American cocktails over the last 100 years, and a Singapore Sling came up. And I have never had one of those, and that is a gin-based drink. So I think maybe in an near future upcoming episode,
Is that the red one?
yeah, it looked like a bourbon drink on TV.
Oh,
So, but I was wrong. 'Cause they set it down, said it's a Singapore Sling, and I was looking at the color, going that looks like bourbon. And to best of my knowledge, a Singapore Sling was gin, but it was. So anyway, that's a variation we might try down the road here.
yeah. If you want to bring that one, I don't think I recall. Probably it may not have been. I don't recall having one. So it either
I've never had one.
didn't leave a mark or
The flip side of that, and staying in the bourbon world, I think we need to make some paper airplanes.
I would love to make a paper airplane. I've had one, and we still haven't gone down there.
Yeah, still.
I've boasted about that place. I'm talking about the Coop. The Coop in Klamath Falls, Oregon, does not disappoint on their vibe, their drinks. Even the dude is old timey. God, he's got a must. He's got one longer than yours. It's like swings, but it's suspenders. I would say just very old timey, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
But,
shame on me. I have not made it down there yet. Not because I don't want to, just I'm a busy guy.
Yeah.
So reaching out to my retired friends out there, I've been retired for a year. Everybody assumes because you're retired, you have nothing to do all day long. And I am here to say, first off, people told me when you retire, you're going to be busier than you were when you were working. I was like, no, that's not me. I'm retiring because I want to relax. Boy, was I wrong. And I'm willing to bet, and I'd love to hear from some other retired folks out there if you have experienced the same, or if you actually get to live the life of leisure you've always dreamed of, and aren't under such high demand. I'm the wife and I were talking yesterday. I am booked out through September, so every weekend. Anyway,
Well, so they can
sorry
come
for
with
the
me.
aside.
We're not going to get out of this now. He's now put a date. He's now a year retired, so we're not going to hear the end of, I haven't worked for a year and a half or 2 years. He's now dated himself.
Yeah, but I retired young.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you are fully retired when you can.
Hell yeah.
I've retired a year now. It's just saying.
It's okay.
Probably more for me than them, but I won't hear the end of this.
Oh no, you got a long ways to go, and I'm just gonna rub it in every chance I get, pretty much.
All right. Well, you need to
Field
pour me
love.
something mine or something
right.
yours. Or
All right, so I had
Need to
brought
cope with
this one
this
up
somehow.
an episode or two back. This is Barrell Bourbon, and man, I had heard a bunch about it online on different channels that I watch. Probably shouldn't pour this over electronics. So this is a store pick, and by a store that we like to frequent up in Bend, Oregon. It's the Three Peaks, and it's 122.22 proof, cask strength, and it's aged.
it's good for your hot rod, though.
Yeah. It's aged in Pinot de Charentes barrels, and so I had to look that up.
They may need English.
I'm not super fit, huh?
They may need English there.
Yeah, well-
sorry. Okay.
No.
Oh.
No. So I looked it up. So it's an aperitif from Western France, and it's very similar to a cognac, except it's not as strong, but it's sweeter. And so it's finished in those barrels. And Barrell, in general, they do great stuff. They are it's a sourced whiskey, so primarily it's MGP. Some of it's aged in Indiana, some of it's aged in Kentucky. They blend, and they've got some great, I would call them master blenders, because they put some great products together. Cracked this bottle open a while ago, and I'm going to be honest, the first crack at it, it was very heavy alcohol, very heavy on the
Whiny
ethanol.
though too, because I think I was.
Yeah, you were on the
We don't do a whole lot of stuff by ourselves sometimes, especially whiskey hunting. So it was very whiny on the.
It was. But this, since it's been open now for 2 months, man, actually, I guess it was February when I got this. But it is just opened up, very floral on the nose,
Mm-hmm.
and man, does that?
Well,
It's like you sprayed WD-40 on the inside of the glass. It just clings and slowly rolls down. I got fingerprints all over this, so I'm not going to hold it up to the camera, but it still has got kind of an ethanol-y. Oh, yeah, I get some. It makes you look better.
I know, right? I cannot. So I would say it doesn't coat as well. It's a little thinner than the Stranahans,
So,
but
Which
it's still a coater. Because there's some whiskey bourbons you pour in there and you don't even get a ring.
and I got to say, it's still fairly heavy on the ethanol on the nose. I'm not picking up a lot of the traditional caramel and brown sugar and all of that kind of stuff that you usually get on a bourbon. It's still got a fairly heavy ethanol forward nose to it, but man, that sip.
Yeah, very, very bouquet-y. Flowery, like you said. Really, I don't want to ruin it for you. It's almost like a Four Roses kind of profile, maybe.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, it's just a Four Roses profile, and more floral.
I guess so.
Straight up.
Man, on the for 122 plus proof, that is just a sweet candy on the palate.
You are correct there. I'll give you that one because sometimes when you drink 120, you know you're drinking 120. This is very pleasant.
There's no bite. There's nothing. It just, and I like that. To me, that's a great bourbon when you can carry that proof, but it doesn't burn. It's just because you higher the proof, the more the oils and tannins it's carrying over from being in that barrel. And this just brings over so much flavor without punishing you for it, if that makes sense. It's just got a great flavor to it.
You are quite eloquent today.
Well, thank you. That one. All those years in charm school paid off.
This is definitely the top, maybe 3 or 4 of the high proofs I've had.
Yeah. Yeah, I would put this there. What's the Jack Daniels one that's 130 something proof that we both like?
That gold one? The gold one is the Jack. So
cast strength.
yeah, cast
barrel
strength, single barrel. It's the gold. It's a little short, stubby bottle.
I think that is still my favorite for the higher proofs. That's usually running around 130 plus proof. Doesn't drink like it's 130 plus proof. But I'm not disappointed in this bottle. Again, this was, I think, a $60 bottle or something like that. Not over the top cost-wise.
That's well purchased, too.
And I just like what Barrell does. They'll take, and blend so many different things. And the guys that work there have got to just be really top-notch.
Meticulous.
And meticulous, yeah, because they're grabbing. Imagine walking into a rick house that's got all these different barrels, hundreds if not thousands, and sampling them all and going, this, and this are going to make a great bourbon, and blending that, and you come up with a great bourbon. And so kudos to the folks at Barrell. I'm definitely going to pick up more of their product, and
just so they have all the info, I don't think you gave it out quite yet. So this is Blender. His bottle is Blender AQ87, and the bottler is 077. So that's if you're able to find that same bottle, that should be real close to that.
Yeah, although being it's a store pick in Oregon, unless you're in Oregon, you may not be able to.
Well, correct.
Yeah.
But that's the bottle we have.
Yep. And it's great stuff. This is my first experience with Barrell Bourbon, and it won't be my last. I'm going to definitely shop for some more.
That's actually your second.
Is it?
Yeah, you bought me a bottle for watching your pooch.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I forgot about that one.
But that one is...
And it was good, too, if I remember right.
Yes, and I think that one is just... I think they're just cast strength. It's been a little minute.
Yeah. That's all right. I mean, this was... So, we're about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours south of Bend, Oregon, mid-state. And we make a trip up there fairly often. And we went into our favorite store. And when I immediately bought an Old Forester store pick and this bottle that's a store pick. Couldn't pass them up, and neither one's been a disappointment.
Was that your $600 day?
It was a $400 day. I think I bought some other shit too. Pardon me. Yeah. I'm trying to slow down.
Homeboy was Christmas in July or whenever.
It was my birthday weekend. Okay. Happy birthday to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh well, yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah, well, that was.
I have to drink birthday bourbon.
Yeah. So
was that your distraction weekend?
It was. So all right, a little aside here, and we'll wrap this up. We don't want to bore you guys too much. So, my wife threw a surprise birthday party for me. I turned 60. I know, hard to believe, right? Look at me. I look, 40. Anyway.
Stellar.
So she tasks Dave here with distracting me for a day while she gets prepped for my birthday party. And at the time, I was trying to downsize my bar because I got 80 bottles of bourbon or something on it. So we go up whiskey shopping. Imagine that. And I only picked up a few bottles. Plus, I got 7 more for my birthday. But all in all, it was a successful weekend. But homeboy here did a great job of keeping me distracted. I had no idea what was going on, and it was a great day. You don't want to know all about all of that.
No, yeah, no, that was So you got, I'll say you got 4 bottles that day, but let alone you got 7 more later that evening. A good day.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Good day. Good day.
So that being said, I'd like to hear you guys, your take on what's your favorites. What do you like? What do you not like? What would you like to see us review on the show here? Um, we haven't. I'm going to be honest. We haven't had the following that I thought we would have on this program, and I understand there's a lot of bourbon. There's a multitude of bourbon shows on YouTube, and we're just another one. But if you want something different, if you want a show that's different from all of the others out there, because there's a lot of similarities, there's one or two that stand out. I'm a big fan of, I like Jason C. with Mash and Drum. I like the folks over at,
Whiskey Tribe.
Whiskey Tribe, and then Jason Sear. He's been kind of quiet lately, but they all put on some good programming in that. What would you guys like to see us do? What can we do different for you? What would you like to see us try? And suggest anything. You never know. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I might go out and buy myself a 10-year Pappy. You never know. So throw it out there. Let us know what you want to see, and we'll go from there.
I think you'd buy the Stag before the Pappy.
Oh, I'd much rather have the Stag than the Pappy. Truth being told, I mentioned this in another video. I've had the 23-year-old Pappy Van Winkle. Extremely overrated, in my opinion. I've had the George T. Stag, and for a bottle that's still extremely high price, $1,000 range, if I'm not mistaken, versus the $4,000 for a 23-year-old Van Winkle, I'll take the Stag anytime. So anyway, let us know what you want. You can either comment below, or you can reach out to us at bigroostermedia@gmail.com, and we'll follow up. And this show's about whiskey, about bourbon, and about what you guys enjoy as much as about what we enjoy. So reach out and let us know what you want.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and on that note, we're going to drink some more whiskey and bid you adieu. So have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.